Secure all cargo. All passengers aboard. Bowman, cast off bow line. Engine room, ahead 1/4. Engine room, ahead 3/4. Leadsman, sound off.
On the walk. Walk 1. Walk Twain. Half Twain. Walk 3. Walk 4. Deep 4. Ocean
We're embarking on a steam-powered journey along the rivers of America. On our trip, we'll visit the magnificent Columbia in the great Northwest, the powerful Potomac in the Mid-Atlantic, and the rugged Rio Grande along the border of Texas and Mexico. We'll hear the voices of the pioneers, the native people, and a mischievous character or two, telling the unique stories and legends of life along America's great rivers. We begin our trip on the mighty Mississippi, heading south and ending up down in New Orleans. New Orleans is rich in history, music, good food, and ghost stories. How else to explain all those rumors of that mansion that are being haunted? Folks say the place is filled with 999 happy haunts. They're looking for someone to make the thousands. Go ahead, find out for yourself. And just don't expect me to go with you. We're now passing Bowers Harbor, home port for the three-masted windjammer, the Columbia. And there's the most famous landmark in these parts. The critters call it Splash Mountain. Watching folks plunging over its falls, I think you can see why. Of course, I'm at a loss to understand what's going on here. Perhaps Brer Frog can shed some light on the situation.
I told Brer Rabbit he better mend his ways. I told him Brer Fox and Brer Bear gonna toss him over the falls all the way to that damn brine patch. Funny thing is, folks seem to love splashing down that big old drum. Walk 3, quarter less 3, halfway, half walk Twain, quarter less, red flag and touching.
If you're new to the river, you're probably wondering about those calls. That's the leadsman calling out the depth markings so we can avoid running aground.
Mark Twain!
Mark Twain. Those are the two sweetest words a riverman can hear. It means the water is 2 fathoms deep, safe enough for riverboats like ours to travel through. But Mark Twain means something else these days. It's also the name of an author, a witty fella who used to pilot a stern-wheeler himself in his day.
When I was a boy, there was but one ambition among my comrades in our village. That was to be a steamboat. We had ambitions of other sorts, to become clowns, to be pirates. These ambitions faded out. But the ambition to be a steamboatman always remained. Of course, when I was younger, I could remember anything, whether it happened or not.
We're now traveling into the real backwoods country. There's plenty of wildlife in these parts, but none wilder than Mike Fink. He's the captain of that Gully Wumper keelboat, and he lives right over yonder in that cabin. I believe he's home right now. It sounds as if he's got visitors. Must be the king of the wild frontier, Davy Crockett, with his good friend Georgie Russell. Up on the ridge is an Indian chief giving us a sign of peace. Seems appropriate, given how peaceful the waters are here in the backwoods.
Indian village ahead, Captain!
Ahead is a tribe of Plains Indians that has set up camp along the river. And there's the wise old Sean, sharing his knowledge with young braves. If one translates properly, he's telling the story of how a woodpecker taught a young tribesman to carve holes in a hollowed-out branch, blowing air through the branch, then created a strange yet beautiful sound. And that's how the Lakota discovered the flute. As we continue on, keep a close eye on the riverbanks. There's a good chance we might catch a glimpse of moose, eagles, mountain lions, and other wildlife. pirate's lair on Tom Sawyer Island on the starboard side. I tell you, if there was one thing young Tom always said he wanted to be, it was a pirate.
It's just the life for me. You don't have to get up mornings, and you don't have to go to school and wash, and all that blame foolishness. You see, pirates don't have to do anything.
As we steam back into civilization along the Rio Grande, you can see the towering views of Big Thunder Mountain off in the distance. That mountain was the site of the biggest gold strike in these parts, and a railroad was built to haul the riches out. They say that train is now the wildest ride in the wilderness, and from the screams I always hear coming from over there, I have to agree. Well, folks, we're now coming up on the frontier land, where our journey ends. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for visiting us aboard the Mark Twain. When exiting our riverboat, you may find that the stairways to the right side and the back of the boat provide easier passage. We hope you enjoyed your voyage with us, and that you'll visit us again real soon.
Engine room. Approach ready at 1